So shall we start, sir?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
We shall start within 1 minute. So, very good morning, all of you who are present in this live webinar. Today we have with us our speaker of the day and the resource person, Dr. Rajiv S. Sapkad, former director, BCUD, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, Amravati. Sir, it is a very great pleasure to say the few words before hand over the session to you. First, I extend a very wholehearted welcome to our speaker of the day, resource person, Dr. Rajiv S. Sapkad, for his kindly accepted our invitation and really accepted to spare some time with us and to highlight the very important topic, the role of teachers in the development of Technical Institute. Sir, on the behalf of myself, my institution, all my faculty members, my management, and our whole MIT family, I extend very wholehearted welcome you, sir. So welcome you, sir. Sir, it's a great pleasure to see you here. Really, you find the time for us and you are sharing today the thought on this very important topic. I extend a very warm welcome to our delightful faculty members, all from the various departments of the MIT, all my near and dear friends who have joined this live webinar today. Then I extend very warm welcome to all the participants who have joined this webinar. I extend a warm welcome to my distinguished Executive Director, Dr. Mayank Garg, Dean Academics, Dr. D.K. Sharma, our Chairman, Sir, Vice Chairman, Sir, and all of the faculty who joined this live webinar. My dear faculty members, definitely today are going to see our role and role of teachers in the development of Technical Institute. So my dear friends, as you know, in the Technical Institute, what roles has to be performed by the faculty, we already know, but some specialized resource person going to share the experience where the role is needed. I think my opinion, not only the academics is very important for the teacher, that is the core, no doubt at all. But apart from the academics, the various roles has to perform by the faculty member for the development of the Technical Institute. As we are working in an engineering college, and nowadays the scenario is not good. It's a very highly competitive world. And to stand in this competitive world, our role should be well defined. We have to not only stick up our role, that this is my role, but we have to go behind that role. We have to do the academics, we have to do the administration, we have to do the NAAC accreditation, we have to do the NBA accreditation, we have to involve in the placement, we have to involve in the admission. So different roles are there. And to know this role very specifically and what has to be done, so that is very, very important. And I think today our resource person, Dr. R.S. Sapkadji, going to discuss very detailed manner the various roles of the teacher in the various part, various portfolio. By this way, our institute, our college will grow in the future. So with these few words, I once again extend very warm welcome to everybody. And before the handover the session, it is my once again the great pleasure and privilege to introduce all of you the today resource person, Dr. Rajiv S. Sapkad. Our resource person, Dr. Rajiv S. Sapkad, as I said, he is the former director, BCUD, that is the Board of College and University Development, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, Amravati, which is in Maharashtra. Also, he was the former professor head, Department of Chemical Technology in Amravati University, Amravati. Sir, having the total 34 years of teaching, research, extension, technology transfer in central government and the university, sir, having the total vast experience more than 34 years. Sir has a special contribution in curricular development for the BTech and MTech course in the chemical technology in the university. As on date, sir has guided many of the UG project, PG projects, also guidance for the PhD holder. So as on date, sir guided more than 150 UG projects, more than 70 MTech projects, and as on date, the 30 faculty member successfully completed their doctorate degree in his supervision. Sir, having the more than 70 research publication in a very reputed national and international journal, as well as conference. Also, he has been invited as a session chairman and the chief guest in a number of conferences in India and abroad. Sir has visited many times in the foreign country. Sir has presented the research paper at ACHEMA International Conference in Germany 2 times, Nepal also, and Thailand also. Sir has visited the country like Italy, England, France, Germany, Nepal, Thailand. Dr. R.S. Sapkar received various numerous awards. Sir received a prestigious Distinguished Service Award, that is Utkrishta Seva Gaurav Puraskar from the university itself, from the Amravati University, Amravati. Of course, sir having the vast experience in all the field, and he is an expert member of the AICTE for the approval process as well as for the autonomy also. Sir plays a very important role to grant autonomy of the various institutions, and he was the expert member from the AICTE. Also, sir acts as an observer for the NEET, STATE, and the NEET exam programs. Sir is a member of the Senate Management Council of Amravati University, Chairman Board of Studies in Engineering and Technology, both Nagpur University and the Amravati University. This is a very brief profile. I summarize our resource person, Dr. R.S. Sapkarji, Dr. Rajiv S. Sapkar. And it's a very great pleasure, sir, once again, to see you and find a time with us and going to share your all experiences. And definitely with your talk, I definitely, no doubt at all, our teachers will be motivated themselves to do the more work very fruitfully and very efficiently. So once again, I heartily welcome to all faculty members, those who are joined here, and all the members of the other group, other institution also, our friends, colleagues also. We are joined here this live webinar. I extend warm welcome to everyone and warm welcome to our resource person, Dr. Rajiv S. Sapkar. Sir, I'm handing over the session to you. Over to Dr. R.S. Sapkar, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Parvate. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Parvate, sir. Everybody is able to listen me?
Sir, you are audible, sir. You are audible.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So nice of you. Thank you, Dr. Parvate, that you have given me the opportunity to interact with you, as well as you have introduced very nicely to me. I would like to say about university, department, and director BCD role. Probably everybody is aware about the Nagpur. Nagpur is a center of Maharashtra, the center of Maharashtra as well as center of India also, because 0 milestone is situated at Nagpur. See, the Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, previously it was known as Amravati University. It was separated from Nagpur University in 1983. Amravati, probably there may be some confusion regarding the Amravati. This Amravati is situated in Maharashtra, and it is famous not recently but from the time of Lord Krishna. Rukmini Haran was taken place by this Amravati, and this Amravati is very famous, like from very old age. So the Amravati University has started functioning or came in existence by Assembly Act in 1983. Amravati is situated 150 kilometers away from the Nagpur on National Highway number 6, which passes from Howrah to Mumbai. So this Amravati University has started functioning in 1983, and this chemical technology department has started in 1994. As Dr. Parvate sir has introduced regarding my qualification, I am basically a chemical engineer qualified from Lakshmi Narayan Institute of Technology, Nagpur University, Nagpur. After completing my education, I have started my career as a faculty member at Lakshmi Narayan Institute of Technology, Nagpur itself. And after 2 years of completion, I got selected through UPSC in Ministry of Industries, Government of India, and posted as Assistant Director in Ministry of Industries at Khadi and Village Industries Commission of Varda. After completing the 8 years of service, the department at Amravati University has started in 1994, and Honorable Vice Chancellor has requested me to take over the charge of this department to develop as equivalent to any reputed institute of the country. So I have accepted this challenge and joined Amravati University, or you can say again back to academic from the industry and administration. I am so fortunate that the Dr. V.S. Sapkar, who is my younger brother, he was in Germany at that time, and again he came back to Amravati and he has taken over the charge of the department as a professor and head at the age of 33 years only. And we both brothers has contributed to develop this department. So this department is sanctioned by the government of Maharashtra, and they have started BTech course initially with 4 specialization: food technology, pulp and paper technology, oil and paint technology, and petrochemical technology. It is a 4-year degree course, BTech in chemical technology at University Department. Subsequently, university is functioning as well as progressing, and by Act of University Act in 1994, the BCUD is one of the board which is very important for university as well as affiliated colleges. You may be knowing that Amravati recently or Amravati presently has more than 500 affiliated colleges, out of which 39 colleges are engineering and technology colleges, apart from arts, science, commerce, law, home science, and all other colleges. The number of students enrolled in the university is more than 1.5 lakhs. And this university has the purview of 5 districts of Vidarbha. So the director BCUD is one of the posts on which I have been working in the university. Though I was director BCUD, I have not relieved from the department. I am taking my academic workload and simultaneously shouldering the responsibility of director BCUD. Director BCUD, Parvata sir has rightly said, it is a board of college and university development. Means it has a responsibility to develop the university as well as colleges. To develop this university with respect to the teaching faculty, then funding, as well as their affiliations, and so many things. Particularly, approval to the teacher is one of the basic role of director BCUD. Then the director BCUD has to play a very important role in between licensing of university as well as UGC to the institutions. So this director BCUD is the position where lot of work is to be carried out, and one of the most important role of director BCUD to take care of previously called as academic or this college. Now this particular college is called as Human Resource Development Center. Previously it was known as Academic Staff College, in which the development of teacher is to be taken place for betterment of student as well as university. And this was the major role played with me. That's why today I have taken this topic to discuss with you how this particular a teacher has to play the role to development of this organization. So Academic Staff College and Human Resource Development Center plays a very important role in development of the teacher. Before we start how actually the teacher contribute in the development of the institute, now we will confine to only technical institute. Before we start, I would like to say one story. Previously, you may be knowing in India, there are 2 only car manufacturers, ambassador and Fiat. So anyone, if it is going to purchase, he had choice of only one, ambassador or either Fiat car. This was the same situation when I was student and seeking the admission to chemical engineering colleges. In Maharashtra, there are only two chemical engineering colleges. One is called as UDCT, that is University Department of Chemical Technology. Now it is called as Institute of Chemical Technology. It's a deemed university situated in Matunga, Mumbai. And and fortunately, I could get the admission in Lakshmi Narayan Institute of Technology. This was the similar situation with car and the colleges. Now, today, we have more than a dozen of companies, very reputed company, car manufacturing companies. Similarly, we have the number of colleges. And because of this number of colleges and number of car manufacturing, the competition has rise nothing like it. Those who can able to survive is the only thing is that you have to give or you have to maintain the quality, you have to give the better services, and you have to take care of all round development of your product. Then only it will be possible for you to survive it. Why I have quoted this example? Because this number of engineering colleges are there, and Parvata sir initially has explained, everybody is aware about the situation of today's engineering colleges. Though I am in the AICT and all other things, the situation we are trying to improve it by inculcating the various modern courses, industrial training, so that we can create a good technical manpower for nation as well as for the globally we can create the technical manpower. So without assuring the quality, nothing can be done with that particular institute. You are also aware that any parent, whosoever it may be, he may be lower level, middle level, or top level, or any other thing, his ambition is that he should give the best education to his ward in a very reputed organization. You may be knowing every year 14 lakh students are appearing for JE, GATE, and all other things to get the admission in IITs and other institutes. So various competition is there, and lot of competition plays a very important role to attract or to provide the good opportunity in the our institute where we are working. So how the quality can be maintained in the institute? So lot of advertisement and everything is there, but the best ambassador are the students. Those who have taken the admission in our institute, they are the best ambassador for future progress of the institute. They will give the mouth publicity and they will say that this institute is very nice, it is very reputed, not only because of their infrastructure, the land, building, and the all hostel facility. Of course, they should be there, but they will also say that faculties are very good because of very high qualified, learned faculties for engaging the classes and giving the good input as well as they try for their placement. Because of the faculty only, the reputation of the institute can be established. So, man, material, money, and machine. These are the 4M in the management. That 4M are very important: man, material, money, and machine. Out of this, man plays a very important role, and particularly man means our faculty members. When the faculty members are very good, sufficient in number, this particular institute will definitely has a good reputation, and this reputation will be spread by the students only. You need not have to play any advertisement or you need not have to make any extra efforts. The students are very wise. When a student enter in the class, when the student enter in the class, he don't expect money from you. He don't expect even marks from you. though he is for marks and getting the degree. He needs a knowledge from you. He wants that he is a person who can seek the guidance, motivation, coordination, as well as good technical knowledge of recent developments from a teacher. A teacher plays a very important role in the life of the students. That's why out of these four, man, material, money, and machine, man is very important. A student, when he takes the admission in the institute, he takes the admission in the institute, he has desire. What desire? In management, D is also very important because man and desire, that is M and D, makes the person MD, that is managing director, in his future career. So the student has desire, not for education, but he has to become a good person. He has to earn money. He has to get a good job. He may be a good entrepreneur. So he has this desire in his mind. So he takes the admission in the institute with desire. With certain destination, second D comes in the picture, that is destination. This destination is to get the degree. He know this destination is very difficult. This 3D comes in picture, that is third D comes in picture, that is its destination. But he is determined. He know it is difficult, but he is determined. So 4D he has covered. The next and the last D comes, that is fifth D, that is direction. He need the direction from the teacher, so that man, material, money, and machine, out of this he require most direction from the teacher. And this direction, with this particular direction, he becomes a good technical person for the nation, for the country. So teacher has to play a very important role with respect to the students who takes the admission in the institute. He want a good technical knowledge, good guidance from a teacher. He is expecting a good technical knowledge from a teacher to become a very good technical person in his future career. So this man, material, money, and machine, and this desire of the students, this is the equation that MD, that he has to become the MD of the organization in his future career. So this particular MD is very important, and in which the teacher has to play a very important role, because student want a technical knowledge from you. You may be knowing that our students, they are qualified with 12th standard only, means his age is around 18 years only. So he seek a very guidance from a teacher. Here, with my experience, I would like to share my experience. When a student enters in the institute for reporting or taking the admission, he has various questions in his mind. He sees the college building and the staff and everything. But when he comes in that particular thing, excuse me, so no, sorry, I have another call. When he take the admission, his first question is whether placement is taken place by this institute, or whether I could get job immediately after completion of my degree. Here, when I was director BCUD, as well as I was chairman of the admission committee in the department, when a student comes for reporting, his age is 18 years, and our probably the experience is equivalent to his age. In other organizations, what I have realized, that when you grow with your expertise and experience, your colleague also grows and there will not be any gap in between you and your colleagues. But as far as student and teacher is concerned, whenever the student comes, he is having the age of 18 years. And we teacher has our experience, expertise, and we are progressing with age as well as expertise and experience. So the gap is so between every year the gap between the student and the teacher go on increasing. And teacher has to play a very important role to convince him for his queries, not by saying that once you take the admission, you complete your BTech and then you will have a very good job and all this. I will share here my experience, but little bit later.
Sir, are you able to hear? Hello? Sir, are you able to hear? There is some connectivity issue there. Subkal sir, are you able to hear? Hello? Hello? Hello, sir. Subkal sir, you are muted. Please unmute yourself. You are muted. You are muted yourself. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah. Now it is possible.
Ah,
Now
yes, sir.
it's okay.
It's okay now.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes.
can listen to me also.
Yes, sir. No
Yeah.
problem. You
Yeah.
continue.
So nice. So nice. So nice of you. So the student particularly they ask connected.
Ah, yes, sir. Okay, okay now.
Okay. When he enters in the institute, as one of the student, he is asking me whether I can get the admission in management quota. I say that beta in university there is no management quota. Only thing is that you have to take the admission as per your merit. But he was so eager to take the admission in the university department. Then he said that I have the AICT previously that is AI triple score that is now it is called JE and all this thing. At that time there is AI triple examination that is it is for all over India and particularly the 20% quota is reserved for other colleges, not for university department. So I say that if you have the non-zero score, you can claim your seat in other colleges, not in the university department. Immediately, spontaneously, he asked, Sir, I have non-zero score, but I have minus mark, minus 3 mark. Can I get the admission? So, such type of questions can be asked by the student. So, very politely and very patiently, you have to reply him. Why I am narrating this experience? This was the experience to Director Technical Education of Maharashtra government also. And he has to modify the rule that non-zero positive score students will get the admission in the engineering colleges. Just for your kind information, I am giving this information. That student, those who are interested in getting the admission, they want only admission, not any other thing. So once this particular instance made to think me that why the particular students they are asking such type of question and there is a gap increasing between faculty and the students. So the faculty has to tune up himself that how he can explain the student, how he can convince the student, because when the student comes in the institute, that role of teacher plays a very important role. Once you convince him very properly, then only he will be satisfied for admission. And this is the one first major important role teacher has to play regarding the input of the institute. So teacher is always has to play a very important role. That's why today I would like to discuss, not only discuss, only thing is that I have to share my experience with you that how these particular things are to be tackled. So you are all aware about Parvati sir has already said that teacher apart from academic, teacher has to play very important role. And it is particular always A grade role or it is related to A, that is academic and administration, as well as admission, assessment, affiliation, advice, association, then audit, approval, accreditation. He has to take care of alumni also. So all A involved with related to faculty's job as well as responsibility. This is a very important role played by the teacher. Now I would like to share my experience how the students are particularly discussing about their scope as well as related to course. You will be knowing Department of Chemical Technology has 4 specialization. Initially, I have explained because I wanted to give the example. This example is a, you can share, you can take as a example, and you yourself can develop how you can convince the student for getting his admission and reporting to the institute. I am specialized with pulp and paper technology from Lakshmi Narayan Institute of Technology and I have very high research as well as contribution in development various types of papers, particularly handmade paper, low permanency paper, high permanency paper, cigarette tissue paper, and even currency note paper. So everybody is aware about the paper. Without paper, you cannot do anything. But when a student comes in the institute for reporting with confirmed admission from director technical issue that he has got the admission in BTech in pulp and paper technology course at Department of Chemical Technology as per his choice. But he don't know what is the scope of paper. So if I say paper has very lot of scope, lot of potential, you will have make the career. It is very difficult for him to understand it. So I have made a model like this. Yes, yes, paper technology. What is the scope of paper technology? Paper means what you are. You just think that right from the morning to evening, whole day, how many times you come across the paper. Then he go on thinking like this. Yes, in the morning I require newspaper. Then I open the toothbrush, toothpaste. It is packed in the paper. Then I go for study. Means he himself go on analyzing how many times he come across the paper. So this particular paper, I should not say like this, that paper has very lot of scope. It has very high potential. It has various applications. You can make a very good career in the paper. He may not believe on that one, but when he think himself that yes, lot of paper is required. Then I ask him the question, you have passed 12th standard, is it not? Okay. So how you have passed your 12th standard? So by studying. How you studied? With books only. Right from the first standard to 12th standard. How many times you read the books? How many books you read it? How many notebooks you have written? So is it on computer or paper? Say yes, on paper. So I say that how many students are appearing on 12th standard as well as 10th standard? In Maharashtra particularly on 10th standard. On 10th standard, there are 17 lakh students and for 12th standard, there are 13 lakh students. So every year, totally 30 lakh students appear or the board has to conduct the examination for 30 lakh students of 10th and 12th standard, that is secondary and higher secondary. There are minimum 6 subjects each student has to appear. The answer book is to be given by 32 pages answer book, question paper. how much amount of paper is required, that I ask him, student. Then he said there's a lot of paper is required. So do I have any scarcity of the paper? He said, no, we have good answer book, then question paper. Timely it is supplied by us. Then who is taking care of this particular production? Paper technologist or chemical engineer who is manufacturing the paper. Okay. I say, where do you stay? He said that I am staying in my house. So who gives the genuineness or authority or legal aspect of your house? Generation together stays in the house, but the ownership of the house is given by the paper. That is called as stamp paper. This stamp paper is a permanent paper. Generation together stays in the house, but the stamp paper gives you the real fact about your properties. I say, yes, very good. He says, stamp paper, I have seen it. Up till now, he has not thought in this direction that stamp paper is there. It is high permanency paper. It can be stored more than 1,000 or more than 100 years. Here, I would like to give one small example. When I was in Pune, I went to Dehu, that is Tukaram Maharaj, particularly known in Maharashtra. He has written his Abhang on that particular paper, and that paper is being preserved for more than thousands of years. So the paper has very long life, as well as paper is also biodegradable. So both extreme properties can be incorporated in the paper. So I asked student, have you seen the currency note? Yes, yes, sir. Because of this currency note only I am coming for this institute so that I will get some more. So how the currency note is there? How much paper is required for currency note? Yeah, yeah, sir. A lot of paper is required for the currency note paper. Is it in India only or all over the country, all over the world? Ah, sir, yeah. Dollar is also printed on the paper. Dollar, euro, pound, rupee, everything is printed on the paper. So a lot of paper must be requiring. So is there any scope for paper industry? She said, yes, sir. Very high scope is there. Okay, I said that. She said, can you give another example of high permanency paper? These two permanency stamp paper is there, currency note paper is there. Yes, sir. Another paper. He said that executive bond. Okay. Have you seen your photograph? Yes, yes, sir. Photograph. Lot of photographs is there. Photograph is on my paper. So everywhere your photo is required. You can take your photographs and you can show your photographs to your grandson. How the grandmother was looking at the age of 4 years. So photographic paper is also there. Can you name any material which is not packed in the paper, including very delicate article, glass article, even tube rod, electric bulb, gold, heavy machinery, your TV, fridge, washing machine. Everything is being packed in the paper, all cosmetics. And when it reaches to you, the quality of that particular product is maintained till it reaches to consumer. So a lot of scope is related to packaging of paper. So the meaning of giving this particular example is that teacher has to develop himself. If the student asks about the scope and the application of that particular branch, as well as what he can make the career, this example I have quoted to my colleagues. See, I am sharing my experience. You all are faculty members, you are well learned people, you know how to get all the things. Only thing is that Parvatesar has given me the opportunity to share my experience with you that when a student comes in the institute, how he can be convinced. If you go on giving information, he will say immediately he will go out and he will say, this is his department, he has to serve. That's why he will be giving his a very rosy picture that it is having very good scope and we can take the admission. So you ask him to think him, just ignite his mind so that he will be thinking in the direction. This particular thing, when I discuss with that particular paper, he will himself realize that there is a lot of scope in this particular branch. Had I initially said that it is a university department, pulp and paper technology, BTech course is very specialized course. Government has started it because it has application. He will not understand. But when you go on discussing with him and asking questions and getting the answer from him itself, he will be definitely convinced and he will not have any confusion in his mind. Then he said that why engineering is required. I said, do you know what is the raw material for paper industry? He said that, yeah, I heard about wood, bamboo, and some grass. They can be converted into paper. I say, very good. You know what is the raw material and what is the finish. You have seen the raw material wood, tree, and final finished product currency note, paper. Is there any similarity between raw material and final finished product? He said that no. Yes, you cannot write on the wood, but you can write on the paper. Yes, sir. That's why a lot of technology, a lot of engineering is required. Civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, instrumentation engineering, computer engineering, as well as chemical engineering involved for manufacturing of paper from this raw material where there is no physical similarities. This wood is converted into a very good final finished product. That's why engineering is required. And if you want to make your career in this particular field, you decide. Don't ask him, you just report, pay the fees and all. You decide whether you have to put your career or you have to accept or you have to make your, you have to select this branch. Then it is easy for him to select and confirm the admission. This year, or I have lot of queries from various engineering colleges that they say that we have the problem of admission because of this thing. Only thing is that you have to convince the student how that particular facility is given. When he is convinced, definitely he will go for the admission. And initially, I say that teacher has to play a very important role. Because of the teacher, only the admission takes place in any institute. Infrastructure, facility, location, all other facts, they definitely mean it. But faculty, that the teacher has to play a very important role for getting the admission, for completion of the course, as well as making the technical manpower for country. Teacher has to play very important role. That's why today I am sharing my experience that how we can discuss or how we can help the organization for making the manpower, technical manpower specifically for the nation. Simultaneously, teacher has to update himself. So teacher has to progress as well as once the teacher progress, definitely the organization will get progress and definitely you will have the good input as well as there will not be any problem. You are always aware that Maruti, Honda, then Mahindra, then Tata, Chevrolet, all vehicle manufacturer, they are not asking the government close the Tata factory or close the Maruti so that we can have very good sale. They will not say like this. We cannot say AICT that you are giving number of colleges and why this particular number of colleges are given. There are so many number of colleges. You close this college, you close this college. Let us give the technical education. No, it is practically impossible. Only thing is that you have to, or we have to give the good quality. We have to assure for the student that you will be getting a good knowledge, good input in this institute. That's why definitely student will definitely take admission in the institute. And particularly certain efforts are to be carried out, which we have also carried out. Even though we have the university department, we don't have the problem of the admission or any other thing. But there are, as a director BCUD, I have to play a very important role with all engineering institute that this particular institute should have the full-fledged admission in our Vidarbha region. Students of this particular region did not go to or did not migrate to Mumbai, Pune, or like this, particularly in Maharashtra I am talking, because the student has a reputation that I will be getting the degree from Mumbai University or Pune University. Even he may select any other colleges or interior colleges rather than a good college in this particular area. So we have to convince to the students that how that particular thing and this is the skill is to be developed or taken care by the faculty members. So this role, a very important role or the responsibility has to shoulder by the faculty member for getting a good input as well as providing the good services to the nation.
Sir,
Now,
do you want to share the PPT, sir? PowerPoint? I think you show up here.
afterward, I will be showing you.
Okay, okay.
Let me complete. It's okay, or you want some any other information, or you want to say anything so I can modify it?
No, no problem, no problem. You carry on, sir.
Okay. Now, another thing is that a teacher has to develop himself so that he can put the example to the students that a particular teacher, actually, a particular teacher, I'm telling my experience. I am basically a paper technologist and I have developed the testing facility in the university department. Particularly, university has to conduct the examination, and for that particular crores of rupees of papers we are purchasing from the suppliers. So the paper, whatever we purchase from the university, it has to be counter checked. So I have developed the testing facility in my department. It is free for the university. And I said this particular example that whenever whatever the paper comes in the university, before its payment, whatever the specification which we have quoted in our quotation, according to that we have received the paper or not. Particularly, I am talking about the answer book because 75 lakhs of answer books, 24 pages, then 10 pages for practical and all these things we have to put or we have to purchase or we have to keep as inventory for conducting one semester examination. 75 lakhs of answer books. So the answer book paper which we are checking it, it's GSM, that is grams per square meter. I will not go for technical detail. But only thing is that I am setting the example. Once this particular GSM paper is being tested or the GSM of the paper is tested, the supplier also aware that we have it is being counter checked and we have to supply. Then from that particular date from this department, inception of the department, there is no problem of university regarding the quality of paper, particularly for answer. And this was known or this was spread, this was popularized even in the board also. The board, whenever they are preparing the answer book or this thing, even Maharashtra government as well as all these things, they are sending paper for testing in the department. So we have earned lot of consultancies. My request to all teachers that you are expert in your field, you know what type of consultancy, what type of project you can manufacture, and according to that particular thing, you develop yourself so that the student will also have a role model of teacher that the teacher is very nice. He is extending his expertise to even industry as well as society for better quality. We all teacher are aware about our workload that is 14 hours or 16 hours per week. But our total workload, as I am taking and I am convincing as a director BCUD to all my faculty members that 40 hours per week is our work. The 16 hour is the contact load of student and teacher. Rest of the thing you have to think for your progress. And once you progress yourself, definitely the organization will also progress. And because of your contribution only the organization has a progress or it will be possible for organization to achieve its set goal. No any other machine or no any other material or any other building will contribute unless and until faculty is involved in this particular process. That's why I say that faculty is very important in this particular level. So the one of the consultancy is the testing of paper, that is only the GSM. It's very simple method, but because of this we can earn the paper, and that's why earn the revenue. And students they have very good example that department is making very high consultancy, and teacher is very expert in this particular thing. So they are also giving good knowledge of how that particular project is to be done, consultancy is to be done. Another thing I would like to share with you, because you all teacher, you know, suppose civil engineering we have the universal testing machine. So everywhere construction is going on. If you extend your expertise for getting the testing of MS rod or bricks or cement, like this lot of consultancy you can give or extend to the society, and simultaneously you can earn very good revenue And this particular revenue is very important, and particularly NAC, when this particular comes for the university accreditation, NBA as well as NAC, they always think about how much consultancy you have earned, and this carries a very good weightage in their report. I have experienced more than four cycles of the NAC during my tenure, and this particular department has contributed because of this consultancy, the services, the technology transfer extended by this department to the society. Suppose electronics department, you can have the training for industries. You can ask students to prepare small articles of the electronics. Now everyone is seeing that particular toys, small toys of the small kids. Everywhere computer chips is or this electronic chip is there. So music is there, playing is there, remote is there. So why not such type of product or such type of training is to be given, imparted to the students. Now the AICT is also encouraging that how that particular thing can be done, how it can be related with the industry. So the final year or at least 6 months training is to be given to the industry, so that the industry can also generate their manpower for future by taking these particular students. So another point I would like to discuss, that teacher has to play a very important role to establish the relation or the MOU between institute and industry. Once your expertise is given to the industry, what industry people want, that whatever the strength with institute, that highly qualified manpower, good library, good researcher, infrastructure facility, and they can give some projects to students, and definitely they will give the solution. So this way you can generate the money, and because of generating of this money, probably the crisis of the payment and all these things, it will be something subside. In my opinion, every teacher has to contribute in such a way so that he will have some generation of the revenue by consultancy, by project, by extending the facility of the department to the industry, by setting some example or giving some training for manufacturing, particularly in chemical industry or electronics industries or everything. You can give lot of industrial training so that the product can be manufactured. Here I would like to give that the government of India, they have the MSME department, that is micro, small, medium enterprises. They have lot of schemes. If you collect or you coordinate this scheme particular, you can extend the training to the nearby students or the students of the nearby area, not exactly engineering student, any other thing. And this particular thing you can have the coordination with training. There is a trained manpower, a industrialist, and you can manufacture. This we have finalized in our one of the district of the Maharashtra by manufacturing the agarbatti. Agarbatti is the product required everywhere. Need not have to bring it from other side. So we have trained 50 students, particularly workers, ladies, then boys, those who are there, and one industrialist who is having the loan or the financial assistance from government or the bank, and he is coordinating all the activities, and every day he is manufacturing the agarbatti and packing, forwarding, and everything he is selling it. A college is involved in this process to train the manpower. You may be having the example of Lizzat Papad. This is also similar thing. This Lizzat Papad is approved by Khadi and Village Industries Commission. So if you generate a special revenue apart from your project, teachers are highly qualified with well experience. They can write the projects, they can write the various schemes and submit to the Department of Science and Technology, then UGC, AICT, or even you can seek the fund from the foreign also. And with this particular funding agency, you can establish certain models in the institute so that it will be a demonstration model. Again, here I would like to give you the example. In 1994 and 95, when we joined this particular Amravati University, at that time solar energy was not that popularized. Though I was in Minister of Industry, immediately I have got a relation, and then I that encased that relation to get the non-conventional energy model in the university, in which we have installed particularly the solar street lights. And this particular model, which being observed by the various agencies, they have started installing at least solar light. And this is the model of the particular thing. The grant is given by the government, and now this particular solar street light everywhere it is spread. Not only solar street light, now you know what are the progress of the solar energy and how you have to utilize it, even including solar energy, wind energy, and other things. So this particular thing I would like to share with you with respect to how that particular thing is there. Then another thing I would like to discuss with you, that a teacher has to play a very important role in all-round development of the students. For that purpose, he has to develop himself. So the director BCUD has to play a very important role in academic staff college. Now it is called as Human Resource Development Cell, in which various refresher courses, orientation courses are organized. You can also have the center of excellence with the help of AICT. That AICT always giving you the fund for establishing such type of activities. Even you can have the STT, that short-term training program. A teacher, when they have to complete this short-term training program, it is also required for their promotion and casting. But when director BCD has to play a very important role, that STTP means this, they need only the certificate. I say that STTP, it is not a short-term training program. It is not a short-term training program. But in short-term training program, S stands for Samskar. This program will give you an additional Samskar on you, so that your teaching, that second T, teaching ability will increase. Second T, that is thought processing is there. And because of this Samskar, and you can improve your teaching quality, you can improve your thought procession, definitely you have your own progress. This is the real meaning of STTP. Don't take that this is a short-term training program. Just you have to complete it for 8 days, get the certificate, and submit to the employer, and immediately ask for the promotion. You do it, no problem. You have to do it. But simultaneously with this particular STTP input, you try to develop your institute, and with this particular institute, you can also create the revenue with your institute. So there may be some revenue generation, and subsequently certain portion that is up to the institute, how much institute has to retain and how much institute has to give to the concerned faculty. So definitely you can earn the money apart from your salary or along with your salary. So this particular thing is there, and I would like to discuss one thing. Now, how this particular technology transfer and technology development is there. Let us come to my own course. Just I am sharing my experience for a few minutes. Paper manufacturing is totally difficult in any industry, because a 50 tons plant is to be there, and then only it is require thousands of crores of rupees. So paper industry, or even you cannot set the model also. But in other industries you can set the model. Then what is there? The conversion of paper. Conversion of paper plays a very important role, that is called a technology transfer. And this particular technology transfer has carried a very high weightage with best practices, association with the social, or taking the social responsibility in NAC. So how this technology transfer? Everywhere is about that. Now the plastic bags are banned. Everywhere paper bag has to be used. So just give the training to all the societies, students, anywhere, how to make the paper bags. Though there is lot of machineries and everything, lot of finance is required. But if you can give a small training, how the paper can be converted into paper bag and how it can be sold, you can generate the self-employment or entrepreneurship, and then it can grow subsequently with the particular machines around. So our department has started giving the technical inputs as well as for this, how that particular paper bag or the conversion of paper can be made so that employment generation is there, entrepreneurship is there, and simultaneously the revenue generation is also there. So just I am giving one example, and we have spread to all this university that electronics department they are giving the training of manufacturing of LED bulb. The biotechnology department is giving the tissue culture, how that particular growth can be done. Chemical technology is giving that how that particular paper can be converted into paper bags. Now the government has put the ban over the plastic bags. Paper has to be used. So how the paper bag is to be manufactured, how the file is to be manufactured, how the envelopes or various types of paper products can be manufactured. We conduct only 2 or 3 days training program in the institute. Lot of rush is there. Just we want training. We want training of this particular. Another point in which I will be showing the presentation also small, that waste paper. When you throw your paper, particularly university has lot of waste paper that I will not discuss anything. But when you just throw your paper in the paper waste paper basket below your table, you just collect it and just convert it into again pulp. What kind of articles you can make it, which have the substitution to glass, wood, and acrylic. Only that paper, and we have made that particular waste paper to the Ganesh idol. That's Ganesh idol, that particular model, when you make it with the waste paper, it will give the self-employment. It will utilize the waste raw material, that is waste to wealth, and that particular paper is converted, or that particular waste paper is converted into very good product, and even it is called as Ganesh idol. And once you make the Ganesh idol, lot of questions and answers are there. And it was the concept placed in the Avishkar. Avishkar, it's a Avishkar is the research festival carried out in Maharashtra, particularly by Governor of Maharashtra, that it will encourage the students for its innovations. So this concept was placed in the Avishkar, and it has won all the prizes till the end of till it goes to the national level. This waste paper is just converted into a mold, a traditional way to make the Ganesh idol. And it's very lightweight, very beautiful. And even after performing the puja and all this thing, you can just submerge it in the water, it will get disintegrate, and again it can be reused. Why the paper is very important? Because paper is biodegradable as well as it has the recycling value. Such type of when you give the input to the student, definitely they will also they will also think that this particular course or this particular branch is very important. I am sharing this experience because you teacher has to develop our model for the students, that how we can generate the revenue, how we can make the consultancy, how we can generate the revenue, how we can give training to the society, what social type of responsibility we can shoulder for our institute, so that the students, they are the best ambassador for popularizing the institute, that such type of activities are being carried out in this institute. So definitely you don't have the problem of admission, then your progress and the revenue also. Teacher has to play a very important role in development of the organization, and once he make the progress himself, definitely organization will also have the progress. Before I conclude, I would like to show you this particular presentation, how that particular waste paper is converted into that product. And again, just I will conclude in 2 3 lines. And as if you have any question, I will be able to answer it. But I know that you teacher, you are well learned, you are putting your wholehearted contribution in development of the technical institute, because without you, this technical institute cannot grow. Only thing is that today the Parvata sir has given me the opportunity to interact with you, share with my experience, and being a director BCD of the university, I could have the vast region of this particular institute, technical institute, as well as other colleges. And we have done lot of activities through NSS and all these things to develop the colleges, institutions, and earn the much money. And we have very good reputation of giving the blood donation, or collecting the blood through the blood donation camp, and it is available. Amravati University has completed 25 years long back. So on that year, we have given 25,000 of blood bottles to the local hospital. So such type of activities, when you do it, definitely the organization will progress. And here, if something goes wrong, I'm sorry for it, but I have given you the vast picture that how that particular teacher has to play, how not only play, how he has to shoulder the responsibility so that he can put his input to the organization for his development as well as development of the organization. We will go just for 2 minutes of this particular thing. We will have the idea how that particular product, waste paper, can be converted into very good product. And this is a employment generation, revenue generation. And then I will just only conclude what teacher has to play a very important role, and then we will have the interaction session. So no, so no, sir, I am just showing you the presentation.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
चालू करणार आहे आणि ते थांबणार आहे त्याला करू. Yes, sir. Everybody can see the PPT.
Ah, yes, sir. Make it slideshow, sir. Make it slideshow.
So no slide show कर दे.
Yeah, make it bigger size. Okay. You can press it F5. It will come full screen. This is full screen, sir.
Okay, sir.
Just make the full screen, that F5 if you press now, sir, it will come complete screen. It is now small screen.
Yeah, it is there. Now I can see on my laptop. It's a full screen.
Okay, you
Can
go
you
ahead.
see it?
You are able to see, no problem.
Yeah. Can you able to see?
We are able to see, no problem. Carry
Yeah.
on.
So this is the only paper and all the thing. What is the importance of paper? I will skip this slide.
Let's go ahead, sir. Let's go ahead.
Okay. See, this is the waste paper. This is total waste paper.
Sir, please run
Now
this.
these are the instruments.
Sir,
Sorry?
please run your slide now. It is on the first slide now. And you want to say something in second slide.
Yeah. Now this is the, okay. Now you can see the hydropulper.
No, sir. Your first slide only is there. Your name is there. This is the first slide. You just
So now,
need a second slide.
फक्त मला नाव दिसून राहिलं नाही.
ती याच्यावर तसंच होतं झूम तुम्ही ते असं दाखवू शकत असाल तर दाखवा तसं नाही होणार असं दाखवा
त्यांना दिसत नाही.
ते आता
No, it's
दिसत
okay.
आता
It's okay.
दिसतं.
You are able to see
Now
the
you can see it.
hydro popular.
Hydropulper. Okay.
Yes,
Now,
yes, sir.
yeah, this is the waste paper.
Yes, sir.
Just
Now,
waste paper collected from the basket.
okay.
Now this is the hydropulper. This is the hydropulper in the unit. I mean, in the my department, in which we make the pulp like this of the paper, and this pulp just collected now this particular, it's a molding process. Any shape you can put it, this particular pulp, wet pulp, and after drying, you will get, you put it like this. And this is the molded and dried articles of the waste paper pulp. This is a paper weight. See how after finish it can see like this. Now this is the traditional mold which is used for making the clay idol of Ganesh. गणेश जी की जो ये मूर्ति बनाते हैं उसका ये मोल्ड है, ट्रेडिशनल मोल्ड है जो हमेशा जो पॉटर यूज करता है. So this is the final finished product of this waste paper. This Ganesh idol, it is 2 feet height. Its weight is only 1.5 grams, 1.5 kg. If you take the clay model of 2 feet height, its weight is 17 kg. Now it is only 1.5 kg. Another thing is that all other idols you can make with this particular waste paper. So this is another model made from waste paper. It's a 3-dimensional elephant. And if you give it to the students that as a educational institute, educational toys, the student or the boy, he can also paint it in various directions. So he has the 3-dimensional figure of the elephant. Instead of 2-dimensional figure on the paper, this waste paper can be converted into this toy, and you can give it to the students so that he can also paint it, and he will have the vision to a small boys that 3-dimensional elephant can be seen like this. Now this another concept that worship to the waste means make the Ganesh idol from the waste paper and make the agarbatti from waste paper itself and put it on the stand which is also made from the waste paper and just burn it. You will have the same fragrance of the agarbatti. So this concept we have developed, that worship to the waste by waste. So you can see it's burning very nicely with smoke, and you will also get the feeling of fragrance, where because of this development you need not have to go for any bamboo sticks, any charcoal powder, any sand powder. Only natural herbal chemicals or natural fragrance you can use with this particular thing, and in this particular waste paper you can convert it into a dhoop sticks. So these are the advantages of particular thing when we support, when we give the justification why this particular project is very important. That is local available raw material, locally available manpower, local market, then initial investment is very less. All these particular things are there that we will not discuss anything. So this particular thing, worship to the waste, worship by waste. This was the concept was introduced from my department as a technology transfer, income generation, and training to the society. Apart from this thing, we will have the interactive session, questions answer. Prior to that, let me say something about teacher. Any coin has two sides, that we say that duties and responsibilities like this. Teacher has also a two sides. Teacher, he himself has the talent so that he can teach to the students. He must be elegant so that he can educate the students and encourage the students. He is awesome so that he can create the ability in the students. He should have the good character as well as charming so that he will develop the confidence to the students. He must be very helpful for creating the human resource for nation as well as for the globe. He must be very enthusiastic so that he can create the employability as well as entrepreneurship in the students. He must be very receptive so that he can create the research or he can inculcate the research thinking or the innovation in the students. So this I conclude, and I am really fortunate to have interaction with you. I am thankful to all management as well as all authorities of the institute, and particularly Dr. Arun Parvateji, that he has given me the opportunity to interact with you, as well as I am also thankful to all participants, those who have joined us and listened patiently to me. I would like to have the queries for your, if you have any question, then we can have the interaction, and please give your feedback to the Parvate sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Will you please close the presentation, sir,
yeah.
so that we can
So
see.
no,
So that we can, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you able to hear me, sir? Hello? Sapkar sir, are you able to hear me? Hello? Sir, are you able to hear me?
yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I can see you also and I can listen to you also.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for interruptions.
No problem, no problem. So thank you very much, sir, for the informative session. There is no much query, much more, but some of the faculty, they appreciate your talk. Sir, just last you show the presentation, na? There is a technology transfer about how to use the waste paper. Is it a student project work, sir, or any other
No,
work?
no, no. It's a project, but it is regular activity of the department.
Oh, regular activity of department. Okay, okay.
Mm.
Sir, one my query, I can see the one from everybody. So, how we can get the funding proposal, sir? We are nowadays getting the funding proposal very difficult. So, can you share some your ideas for particularly for chemical department?
Yeah, of course.
From
If
where you
your
got
college,
major fund, where you got a major fund?
yeah, no fund you can get it from DST also. If you have the faculty below 35 years, young scientist, that project is also there with Department of Science and Technology. Second thing is that you can give it proposal to the AICT also. Then your college is 2F12B. It is a very reputed institute. So it is attached to the, affiliated to the technical university.
Yeah, we have the
So
12.
definitely
We have the 12B.
2F,
Is all the NAGAT.
yeah.
Hi, yes, sir. Go
So
ahead.
this, yeah, or even you can submit all this proposal to AICT also. AICT, Department of Science and Technology, as well as UGC also.
Have you started testing and consultancy in the chemical department, sir? What kind of testing
So
consultancy?
actually, testing means paper we purchase. Suppose for answer book, we give the quotation. In the quotation, the paper supplied or the answer book made of the 60 GSM paper. So the 60 GSM paper, this how the particular paper is supplied by the supplier. It should be 60 GSM paper. Many times the supplier always give the 52 or 50 GSM paper like this. Once it has, the supplier is aware that particular GSM is tested in the department or in the university, so he is giving correct weight of 60 GSM, and there is no problem of writing or while this particular, when the student has to write answer on that particular thing, the ink should not spread it, or the proper GSM of the paper is there. So the quality of answer book has already approved, and because of this consultancy, even the state board also, that higher and secondary education board also, they are sending their lot of samples for testing to us, and it will have revenue generation. Being a university department, I have given all the fund to the university. I have not share, or I have not asked my share. But in institute also, you can have the 60-40 ratio. 40% goes to institute and 60% goes to consult faculty.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, one of the participants asking one question: what is the durability
Yes,
of the
please.
paper product?
See, paper product, it has a very good durability, but when it is destroyed, it is a biodegradable. Another thing is that that particular paper also can be recycled immediately, and it can be blended with the fresh paper. So you can manufacture various types of paper as well as various types of paper product also.
Okay.
Everybody is aware that we are using file in the offices. So after that use of file, you can just throw it. You can also recycle it. And paper, once you throw it in the atmosphere, because of sunlight and moisture, paper gets biodegradable, and it's a natural biodegradable, and it has a good substitute to all plastic uses.
One more question we have, sir, from one participants. He said, what efforts can an individual faculty put make his or her student maximum industry ready during the course completion of the student?
Industry?
What efforts can an individual faculty put to make his student maximum industry ready during the course completion of the student? I think he's talking about the industry readiness.
Industry readiness, na?
What kind
Yeah.
of efforts needed by the faculty members?
See, if the faculty has if the faculty has, I mean, association or coordination with the industry, if he is giving consultancy to the industry, definitely student has entry in the industry. Now AICT has made it compulsory that after final year student in the last semester, that 6 months he has to spend with the industry. And probably you may be aware that AICT has recently made the MOUs with ONGC or all government sector, that they will be giving the training to the all students. Accordingly, that particular facilities extended or made it available by the AICT, that can be used. And this is up to the individual teacher, that how the particular individual teacher has the coordination with the industry, and how he is giving the consultancy, or how he is undertaking the project of the industry, or that industry is giving some problem to the teacher and he is solving that particular problem. He can involve the students, so that student will also aware about the problem of the industry, solving of the industry, and he can have the association with the industry.
Thank you, sir. One more participant said, can you please discuss about the incubation center in institute? I think one same thing, incubation center.
Yeah, incubation center particularly, I will say that incubation center means we can have the various types of training center. Now the university has the position of the director, that is called as innovation and incubation center of excellence also. Lot of, I mean, lot of funding agencies are there, and they are giving the infrastructure facility. In Amravati University, this government of Maharashtra has given 25 lakh rupees for development of the bamboo training center. Whatever the bamboo is available, you can make the various types of article from the bamboo. That center facility, that is called as incubation center, that will be the role model for the students, so that they can take the training and they can have the training center. Another concept is PP, that is private public partnership, in which industry can also play a very important role, and institute can also have the sharing facility with the industries.
Thank you very much, sir, for your nice experience you're sharing with us. Really, it is a good session, and I hope that faculty must understand the self-development role is very, very important. My dear faculty, once we develop yourself, that is development of your self-development, then definitely your department will grow, the institute will grow along with you. And I think the self-development needs a lot of inputs as given by Dr. Sapkarji. That is your first publication, your industry collaboration, testing and consultancy, funding proposal, hands-on training, technology transfer. I think this lot of inputs are given apart from the academics. I hope that I am the opinion the self-development very, very important. You can be more selfish first if you develop yourself and if you improve your academic career, if you improve your research and development area, definitely it will benefit for your student community, benefit for your department, and benefit for the institution. And we should have the knowledge sharing session also with all. Anybody have the knowledge in the department must share equally to everyone. This is my opinion. And I hope this today's session given by Dr. Rajiv Sapkarji, it's a really useful and eye opener for the faculty, particularly those are the young faculty, those taking the job recently or they start a career recently. So I once again thank you very much for joining this session, all my faculty members, and I thank you very much my director, dean, and management giving us the permission to organize this special webinar on the role of teachers in the development of Technical Institute. I would like to thank you very much once again, sir, for your kind support, encouragement, and really accepted to take this session. So with these few words, once again, I thankful to everyone and thankful to our today's speaker, Dr. Rajiv S. Sapkar. Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice day and look forward to meet you somewhere once again physically once this pandemic situation over. Thank you, sir. You always have the very nice introduction from your side. Also, our mentor, Mr. Dr. V.S. Sapkarji. Already, sir, took the 2-3 session with us last semester and look forward to the more session in the coming semester also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.